Yes, after all the pain, the trials, and tribulations of the first 12 chapters of Light and Dark 2, The Adventures of Dark Soichiro, we decided to invite a very special guest to this recording session so that we might have him share in our unending torment. To bask in the glory of this literary masterpiece
Yes.
that he so carelessly brought into this world.
It's not like it's my story. It's not like I care about it, except it is, and I do.
Yes, so everyone, please welcome the author of this story, the Arc Torgami, or Torgo Forever, or whatever you want to call yourself.
Let's go with Torgo. I usually like to stick it as that.
Fair enough. So, I haven't actually uploaded our last recording session yet, but we went up to chapter 12, and let me just tell you, there was a lot of suffering involved.
So much suffering.
Oh!
So
I need to give
much
I
pain.
need to give you a warning for chapter 10. This is something I just noticed in the soundtrack note, but specifically use the PlayStation version of Persona 2's final battle theme because that's that creepy synth bass.
Well, fair enough. So, anyway, starting at chapter 13, I guess then. So,
Unlucky number, Colano! Except not.
So, is everyone ready?
Yes. Now, Torgo, I'm sure you're familiar with our baton pass method for your story.
Very much so.
Now, normally what we usually do is we just pick roles and we each read those roles, but this story didn't quite fit the bill for that, especially since there are so many freaking characters.
Yeah, I noticed that there's so many I keep forgetting about them, and I end up treating it like lazy backup in an RPG battle system.
So, anyway, should I start, perhaps?
Yes, start us off, Senpai.
Yes. Chapter 13. More fight and fighting! Maybe unlucky?
Oh, reference! Oh! Or should I say Colano?
Yes. So, again, I got finals soon, so I did get to write for a wheel. Both here's whatever fic I could Both here's whatever fic I called mustard in between.
Beaten, and also first error of the night, it's writ, not right.
Oh. I got finals soon, so I didn't get to write for a wheel. Both here's whatever fic I called mustard in between. Close enough.
That's close enough.
In the Blaholer! Hello, Lodderoiden! Giglamess, are you in need of weapon of stronger? No. Giglamess, are in need of weapon of stronger. Hold might. No, howd might.
You should actually make Odin sound Norwegian.
Right. Who could have been strong enough that my mightiest Anetsukin isn't enough? Anetsukin is not enough. Odin boomed as he stroked his gun greave with his hand on his lap on his throne, which is made of gold and shiny because gods like shiny things. Again, is that why peeps can't see guns? Because they're too shiny for them? Zero. Drac! Or was that? Yeah, that was probably my geography, so. Drac! Might. Of course! The strongest dude in America, which is part of Britannia. Darkest Tailor Yagami of the United States of Japan, which is connected to America, so also Britannia too. Take this gun gear and smoosh it with Zanet. Gave a spear and my pet in his mouth, with beat and fly back to his maester. Okay, going to pass the baton on to someone now.
I'll take this part. Oh, I'll read down to Tortere, and then you paste the translation, and we'll have Torgo read it. Back Big Bride. SN. Kalshon te Big Brej. TAMUSIC version. Gilgamesh shot at voids at Dark Yagami and Dark Dodge, but Void had Uppal and Dark Pull by voids, cause they are like, balk holes. Who's talking here? I think this is probably Gilgamesh. What voice did I give to him?
I don't even know because I haven't done the reading, but yes, that is Gilgamesh. Botching language is harder than Dark Yagami could ever achieve.
Yes, we know.
Let's see. Yeah, but I don't actually have too much trouble with him. Uho eleha! Agora para! Mon arbre da mark badas technique ultime super speciale sos genial! Shotting nucleonture in void! So they made nucleoids, and then toke swords and salsa voids. With dice, and they split and explode like spike grenades. Then he parry all splitty pieces into Drac! You got mummy! No! I'm a sliver liar, or else that's me dead. And if I dead, Dark dropped to the floor, unconscious. Cause Coas wanted him olive for tortere. And now we'll have Torgo read this delicious piece of literature.
ちょうどいそうだフォークフェスとセクサゴンプリクあなたを国のあなたに感謝 J apostrophe C that preps 今もいる中て悪男と弱な日のずつ悪のスイカエビソレ
That was actually pretty impressive.
Yes. Honestly, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Ebony Spock in what was originally English, but then Francish is Babby-fish, and then Babish that Frankish in Japanish to make Japan Fancheese. She kiked giggly so hard in the man-ting that he stooped to Tefler and Lixer drop from his special plaque, cause he keeps items there, so no anyone would e'er look at it. 111 colon S 1.
Actually, it was cause no anyone would but you said so, but it was cause, but
I said close, but cause no anyone would e'er look at it. 111 colon S 1. I am retter to live by my beloved golf Drac. And then the do unison. Now we will kick your ass. Now we will kick your ass. Did Torgo just disconnect?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a problem with the call. Calling him. Are you still here, Senpai?
yeah, I'm still here.
WTF.
Yeah, sorry, it disconnected. Are you still recording?
Yeah, didn't change it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, good. We're continuing right where we left off then. Might bursts into the scene. Take Gugnir and smoosh Samakiskin. Might woofed and toast spare at Mesh. Mesh smoosh do of Odin's and make trifling. SN. Cash on der Gib Ridge. Symphony Fantasies version. Now to show you the secret language of Warrior, the greatest of oil. Dancian met Runish. Durcian! He loaded sword with power and pointed and charge attack. Jig bliver treat afdig. letters that I can't read. Strike! Bubble blast! AN, do Russians lick Valky profile? I don't know, do they? They have the same ones for strick, meow, and blats.
Oh, another extremely familiar author's note.
Saws this competitor is shot, but finals end son, and then I writ more. So hodl no cost, I gotta kept writting. Or sorry, writting.
Wait, it just occurs to me, we have the freaking author here. Why are we not making him read the author's notes?
Yeah, true. Okay, from now on we'll have him read the author's notes.
Makes enough sense.
Would you like to read this one at the end of 13 then?
Alright then. So this chapter is shot, but finals end soon, and then I writ more, so hodl no, cause I gonna kept writing.
Well, you said soon when you should have said son, but otherwise pretty good.
Okay. So this
Well, you know, when one is writing extremely incomprehensible stuff, it's
and
like...
then I writ more, so hodl no, cause I gonna kept writing.
You know, actually the fact that he was talking in the background while you were talking worked really well there. It's like, it doesn't stop! It doesn't stop!
So...
Oh, and I was just going through this next chapter here and saw that, oh, apparently Mr. Bacon is in this.
Oh, yes! Yes! Is being Mr. Bacon suffering again?
I don't know. Oh, he's in for a cameo, but I might give him more later.
Oh, and so I see someone Colono faces, but... So, Senpai, you want to start this one again? Since the last one was pretty much half and half.
Chapter 14! Finally on to Big Brit!
Torgo?
Ian, yo dudes, I got Parasite Eat do work again, so I've been playing getting cool. Now it's summer, so they're gonna be more thick, I hope. You wanna know what actually went wrong?
What?
Well, there's an emulation error on the Vita. Parasite Eve 2, after 10 hours, the virtual memory card keeps inserting and ejecting for no real reason. Because of this, I couldn't play it on the Vita any longer. I was home from college, I put on the PS3, and I won. Though I should note that I beat it with the basic grenade pistol because I spent too much money on healing items. And that was not easy.
So all this stuff with you playing the games is actually valid, and was the memory wipe thing a thing too?
It was. I kept resetting the Vita's memory thinking that would fix it, but after sending it in and they basically couldn't find anything wrong, or at least they sent a new one, and the new one still had that issue, I figured it's an emulation issue.
So really, a lot of this whole thing was secretly not really actually inspired by video game problems.
No, not really. The most that you can see is the use of Naoshi Mizuta's Arc as one of the soundtracks.
So, Senpai!
Yes. SN, klar on the G bridge. Symphonic Fantasy version. Turfing mäktigste angrepp. Final combo blast, I can't read that. Gilgamesh unleashed the power of Slash at max power. And Dark was hit. Dark ground! Because he was split in 2 and half!
I'm surprised you didn't say split in 2 and half.
And how can you get split in 2 and half?
Hey, that was a phrase used in the bullets went, it was in some fiction, the bullets ripped someone in 2 and half.
Alright.
I think it was in Half-Life Full-Life Consequences, part 2? I think, part 2?
What has to be done?
Yes, no, what has Tobe done?
or as Man Without a Body said it, what has Toby done?
We will never know. But Toby is a good boy.
Anyway, must look up the reading of this kanji here.
It's easy enough for senpai to read Japanese when it's in actual context, but when it's complete and utter nonsense.
Well, the reason why it is nonsense is I took a perfectly grammatically correct sentence and then swapped words like nut for not, and then put it in, and then just put that into fic.
Indeed. Not to mention, won't!
Ja. Alla the won't no such too! And I'll be smoshed dark back with some nail polish and leather for bondage. Said no super glue that glues super like humans or relationships or anti-magnets that have bad relationships. That have bad relationships. Author's notes.
And
Torgo.
why is glue so sticky? Is it marking, like that marking blood biotin at Brino ooze, colon O and bracket?
I can't help but notice that your sound seems to be pretty low at times. Like, I hardly even heard the AN there.
Okay, I'll move the microphone closer.
Yeah, it might be a good idea. Do you want to redo that author's note?
AN, why is glue so sticky? Is it marking, like that marking, that blood biotin at Brino ooze, colon O bracket?
They leaped up and cursed back down like dragoons, except they had fits for spears and punched him right into weapons and... End of sentence. They blew up one by Owen in a flurry of explosions, till Tehviods imploded and teleported him back due the inner dimension law. Due the inner dimension law rift. No, fit. Now, you know, I'm not very good at doing that voice, that randomly.
You gave him sort of a deadpan voice.
Yeah, but it's like you decided that he should sound like Moriarty, and honestly, that's sort of funnier. I just voiced him as
that's
L.
true. That's true.
Wait, do you mean there's a Jim Moriarty bot and Wesley? Oh wait, that spoiled it.
So I'll voice him, I guess.
Yeah.
Thou iseth goodeth, for it haveth besteth Gilgamesheth.
Kåsriktig.
I couldn't do it quite right because everything ends in F except thou the first time. Boring. It's still your turn though, senpai.
Oh. Listen. Buttville. What?
Yes, Earthworm Jim actually had a level named Buttville, and the 5th level was just named level 5.
Oh, when I heard Boit, I first thought of, gender bent Roy from from Light and Dark.
So, anyway. Earthworm Jim. A finger of his he punted at Dark Yagami and Enobi. But that is merely a tape of things to come. I'm not sure that sounded even remotely like Moriarty, but
It was pretty good.
you must fit me and my minions at Koa's crib, which is in Britannia Heart, and you are in America now. So thou should get that move. Baha he who, eviling.
Now, it could have been a little more sing-songs, like...
Baha he who. Hold on.
Yes! Oh my gosh, that actually, I mean, he would never say baha he who, but that was perfect intonation. Thou should get him move. Baha he who.
Call on eviling. Not off that! A police car borsted into the scene. The dark Soichiro clocked up his gun, well, driving through on max and clock his gun to max level 2 and shot
No,
a
it's actually-
nuclear into
No,
core.
that wasn't do, that was DEUX.
To max level DEUX and shot a nuclears into cores. But he deflected them, except he didn't. It was a Seokai Hiroi shot Summer at cores.
What? What? He shot Summer What?
And they blowed up the Falcon once. With was DEUX nuclears that made through nuclears, which was super powerful, and he blasted off like Team Rocket back to Koa's crib. Kind of out of breath now. Can someone take over for me, please?
Me?
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead, Torgo. How about you read down to the line at that starts the bold line starting with the word at.
Alright then. Soichiro, Watri, and Sake Superior got it out car. We must stop Supreme Emperor Koas for ale that is good for the world. And then a fourth person shooter, he had Valkish bedhead and was booming, not like a bumble snoot, Dolo, and awkward dude. Soichiro talk. Adachi, what the F are you doing here? You should be in watching Testatian. Everyone was kicking wigs.
Everyone went for kicking what? Could you translate that? I don't even understand.
Everyone went for chicken wigs.
Oh,
I understood that.
I caught that like a second after I asked him. Sorry, I guess it's because no one around here really goes for kicking wigs.
And I don't even know if I got Adachi's voice right, and that's one of the few JYD performances I actually care about.
Isagrid.
Surgid. Then everyone had the same question. How do we get to the heart of Britannia? I have an awesome idea! Awesome! SN, definitely.
You're kind of fading out again.
I have an awesome idea! Awesome!
An awesome idea. A deer made by Apple.
SN, Death Note theme. We will travel by nightmares and magic, be a dark Yagami will use nightmares, and enemy will magic cars for everyone else. Everyone had called in office from how awesome this was. So they drove out from Flo, the Japan part of America to America on the way to Koa script. But they got hunky, so they stooped at Portland, Oregon for a restaurant. So they found...
Why Portland, Oregon in particular?
I've been there twice, and it's the setting for Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga, and someone while writing this was talking about Digital Devil Saga while he was talking about vacationing in Portland, Oregon, so I'll just put it there.
Okay, that's a fair justification. Alright, my turn. At Mr. Bacon's Bacon and Eggs. Oh yes!
By the
There
way,
was
I
a-
want to voice him.
Sure.
Even though there's only one line, but...
There was a huge pic of a smiling Mr. Bacon with his 2 toothbrushes from his wish with the caption,
I'm the Magincast.
With a wide, toothbrushed grin, Mr. Bacon only had bacon and eggs for breakfast. Besides, drank spot that was okay, 'cause he was a dead good chef. Sorry, dead good chief. Well, not even chief, but you know. During their meal, Bacon was brushing with his DEUX toothbrushes. Why would you brush your teeth during a meal?
And why would you use 2 toothbrushes at the same time?
Well, to defeat Brazil Nut, obviously.
Obviously.
Back on the trip, SN, Arc Parasite Ive DEUX.
And that's where I'm at, lol. Which is basically the final part of the game. And it's kind
Adachi
of
was
like
driving.
Jurassic Park. No, really, it is kind of like Jurassic Park.
Well, then have everyone get eaten by dinosaurs at some point in this fic. Adachi was driving
There
his
was a time
magic
portal
car when...
reference in Bloodhaven, but no one gets eaten by raptors.
Yes. Adachi was driving his magic car when a voice! Coas. Are the fuels coming as expected? Coas.
Coas, both at the start and end of the sentence. Also, why is this suddenly a script?
Adachi. Indeed. And he grinned and eviled with that same evil face he always makes. It's pretty creepy and evil. Like if Satan came down and got some evil dude gene mixed in him, which makes him more eviler, cause he's the source of the evil dudes and evil chicks and evil kids and smooshed that all with a NASBUS and a nuclear and then got all the evil ones evil trakes and eviling. That's how evil it was! Chaos! Good, just as planned. Back at the police station. Ryuk. Wait, is Ryuk is actually showing up?
And his name is spelled correctly!
Ryuk, Muppet the Rod, screeing, hodling a pick off him ad mellow with their cigs ad tefrays, chocolate apple buddies in life ad death. When he bumped into test station, but the door was locked. But that's no prob, cause he's a Shinigami, and he death noted the lock and door poem. Death noted the lock.
That actually, that actually reminds me of this one anime that I saw once where the main character had the power to, like, kill absolutely anything and he killed a lock once.
What anime was that? I need to watch it!
Well, that actually is kind of a misrepresentation, because honestly the series itself is extremely serious, but it's Kara no Kyokai, aka Garden of Sinners.
Garden of Sinners.
But, I mean, wouldn't it be simpler to just death note a guard and write, this guard comes to unlock the door and then drops dead?
Hey, if the ancient Death Note could make Japan, then a Death Note could Death Note a lock!
But that was the ancient Death Note. Clearly it had eldritch powers beyond our reckoning. But this is just a normal Death Note.
The lock was sealed with a soul!
Okay.
It was a soul lock. I just retconned it. There, it's a soul lock with a soul.
Fair enough.
Every cop was tied and taped. Rick peeled the tape off and Tae showered. Adachi is a spy and he works for Coas and he tied us up and the heroes are in Dagner. Ryuk's head titled like a shaft animu and he went colon line. I don't know what that punctuation is called. It's just a line, a vertical line.
You know, it's like, again, though, seeing how all these emoticons really seem to be references to them, like, I'm the magicist, I sort of feel like we shouldn't even pronounce them, and just say, and he went, and just put the picture of it. I mean, that's what I did in that fanfic.
True. He death noted Adachi after Googling him on interwebs, and his car fell and sank. What was that? Dark. Ryuk joined Light. I still can't believe he spelled correctly. Ryuk joined Light and toddle him test story, and Light toddle all others. Add Tehe Winnet on. Back at Koas crib. And I'll let you finish off just because I don't want you to have to bother with censoring me.
Yeah. How the fuck did those creeps cut my palm list like that? Gah! I will need 2 onions this time.
What? I think that's supposed to be minions.
It was. But then I thought,
Oh my gosh!
onions.
Wait.
Why not?
No. Oh my gosh! Are you seriously putting that superhero in here? Oh my gosh! Like, Jason's going to have a fit. He loves this guy.
He's
Oh my god! Seriously though? Seriously? Oh my gosh!
He stamped the
I
minion
don't know who
button on
Jason
Tech
is,
Grund. Huh?
I don't know who Jason is. Unless we meet the Jason who put his all in his heart, and then a dude ate it, then he took over that guy's body. And then he went to space.
Jason does occasionally steal souls and, create invincible fighters of swordsmanship and awesome called Marcus Redmaster, who is the greatest swordsman in the world as far as D&D goes, but that's beside the point. Basically, just know that someone I know IRL would love this reference you're about to put in. But anyway.
Yeah. Cause he put it there. Cause he would get mad whenever this happened. So putting a button there would let him stamp Tech Groin in rage and call reinforcements at the same time.
Reinforcements! Yeah! Stab them with the forks. Stab them with the forks.
Snowflame! Roxo! The KKK! Cool cocaine crew! What do you sick or superb emperor?
Aside from making incredibly politically incorrect jokes, although it's kind of funny because they're cocaine. I'm not sure whether to facepalm or laugh. There's some jokes that I'm like,
Anyway, kill those cunts who beat Gilgamesh and kill the Adachi. I will have them dead, or my name is Chaos. Special K. Cow Kite. 111. Now, excuse me, someone just asked me something on the chat here, so I must answer them.
I'm just Snowflame. You included Snowflame.
Snowflame feels no pain!
But you include... I mean... You're pulling out so many... I'm both happy and slightly terrified that I'm catching so many references in here.
Maybe we use the same tangential thought train.
Although I was the one that pointed out that whenever they were talking about someone getting kicked in the Man-Thing, I suggested the character from Marvel called Man-Thing.
Which I must say seems like kind of the most ridiculous name for a superhero ever. Or no, second most ridiculous. I suppose the most ridiculous would be Hero Man.
What about Howard the Duck?
Well, no, just, like, it just seems so uncreative, like, Hero Man, a man thing, like, who thought those sounded cool?
Howard the Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, actually, I have the Marvel Encyclopedia up on my shelf here. Let's see. What are some horrible, horrible names? Well, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find anything that sticks out at me particularly. Well, also the justification in comic books that everything seems to be male by default, because you can make a female version of almost all superheroes by just inserting she at the start of the name. She-Hulk, She-Thing. Just not to mention, the fact that we apparently need almost, symmetrically identical counterparts to various superheroes. It just seems kind of redundant. And weird. Although I suppose, name-wise, probably the worst you could get would be Cable's actual full name, which is Nathan Christopher Charles Dayspring Escanison Summers.
Well, that's the creative mind of Rob Liefeld, isn't it?
Yeah, you think.
So, shall we
Cable and
continue,
Deadpool!
perhaps?
Yes. We're going on to chapter 15.
By the way, there actually is going to eventually be a chapter named Battle for Bloodhaven, because my tangential thought train just made me think of Attack on the Atop the Fourth Wall. It hasn't been written yet, but it will be.
So, chapter 15. KKK. Cool Cocaine Crew. AM.
Omga! Tons of awesome! I beat Petu and Red Snowflame webcomic, and this cat pair is dun dun dun! Get awesome ideas, and they will make this really good BL Eve.
BL Eve. So is that like the Night of Yahweh or something? So...
Or, since Parasite Eve has been mentioned, it could be Parasite Eve Yahweh, which would still be better written than the third birthday.
Well...
So, Senpai, you're gonna start this chapter?
Sure. In the NYC! The Yagamis and Tara and Awesome were in a big appel. That was a big Apple logo in their city. Then it was... Day! Who's speaking?
So they are in day?
So...
No, but that's actually Day Yagami.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But then the Apple logo becomes day? Or are you saying it was daytime, also it was day arrived there, making a ridiculously ill-transitioned Yagami joke?
So...
I think I forgot
this
some
next
words
line is
there.
said by Day, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a pretty good day voice, just your yo dude, your yo dog voice.
Well, technically I just voice him exactly the same as I do Mr. Bacon, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yo dudes, is New York awesome? Duh! The rest chanted and jumped the corner and they followed. Guys, I have a secret for you, but it's in an alley, but it's good, so come with me. It's... Ew. It's like pixie sticks, but even bitter.
I was thinking of the
Oh,
candy.
boy!
Is there any innuendo
Dark
I
with
forgot?
Face.
I was thinking of the candy. Is there an innuendo I'm missing out on?
No, he was saying that in response to the line before that.
Oh.
Awkward misspelling.
So, oh boy, Dark said with face. In the alley, they peeled out some cocaine and gave some to each. Enobi sonorted first, and with their glee, while Awesome mixed it with Coca-Cola using his awesome gears to make Coke 2 Classic.
Wait, why isn't Enobi smoking it? Aren't you, according to my immortal, all drugs need to be smoked. Isn't that true? Don't they smoke cigarettes and drugs in my immortal?
Snorted into smoke! There, another retcon that resolves it!
You'd better write that in later. Anyway, Senpai.
Give me a moment, actually. Let me find a sheet of paper so I can write down all these needed retcons.
Yes. Senpai, go ahead.
Right, those K's. And then Dark Knight roundhouse kicked him and revealed a glowing with K on his chest. He was an evil dude controlled by Koas! 1, 11, 1!
Wait, so Dark Knight actually noticed the K's appearing in the sentences and realized something suspicious about that. That the C's were being replaced with K. Darn it, Dark Knight!
Just hang on, have to write something here again too.
So what are those 2 retcons I have to put in? So the first one was in what chapter?
What was the first retcon? Well, just listen to the recording later and you'll remember which retcons to do.
Okay. So, this one is for chapter 15. So let me write that.
Yeah, you have to explain how Enobi simultaneously smoked and sonorted crack.
So, okay, done writing something in my chat, so... Go! Thou shall see the great power, the great prowess of Kokani.
That wasn't Dark Knight, that was
right.
Day.
Gwa! Thou shall see the great prowess of Kokani. And they injected so much cocaine that he blew up into a human cochlear, which is a cocaine-fueled nuclear, but also human dew in this case.
Wait, he injected it? So we go from Enemy out of character snorting a drug rather than smoking it like she seems to think all drugs have to be taken, except then we have someone injected instead. Okay, just... Yes, continue.
WTF was that about? Questionnaire. But then he looked over and saw a big wet monster of Cockney attacking the city. SN, Kyrie, Parasite Eve.
I might as well mention...
I would much rather put
No.
Kyrie the Caliph in a song here.
Same.
Well, the reason why I put that one in is because there's a giant, in the actual game, there's a giant orange kaiju made of everyone's mitochondria that plays when this song shows up. And then, guess how you destroy it? A nuclear! No, really, the armor tells you to get a nuclear missile and shoot it. And that one-shots it, but it destroys the Statue of Liberty in the process.
But it's something you have to destroy with a nuclear. Okay.
And they said helicopters on autopilot, which somehow lets them do awesome stunts. Don't ask me.
So, Senpai, since it involves killing a monster with a nuclear, we might have to include it for, accuracy's sake.
Yeah.
Even though Calafina is kind of amazing.
I wasn't actually going to put that song there, but I just
Kaiju
got
or his other works. I only really know her Xenosaga work.
Easily misinterpreted it.
But from what I have heard of her, I am genuinely enamored. Of my 3 favorite composers, she's number 3, followed by Yasunori Mitsuda, and then Shoji Meguro.
Right.
So yes.
So, how the DEUX read these notes, that thing with pure cocaine? Gaped Light.
Well, I don't know. Ryuk death noted a lock earlier. Why did you have trouble death noting cocaine?
Okay, now I just
They should
remember what I needed to retcon earlier. Thanks.
They should just get Shiki from Kara no Kyokai. She can kill anything. So,
Yes.
I have a palm! I have a palm! Near and awesome chanted. Oh wait, that wasn't much of a chant. I have a palm! I have a palm! Near and awesome chanted. Near loaded his gun with Coca-Cola bullets, while awesome ready to ass kicker lead with Coca-Cola lizards. Fire!
Wait, so they're fighting Coke with Coke.
Yeah, seriously.
They are... Okay.
So...
Oh, I see a line coming up here that we're gonna have Torgo read.
Problematic, trying to read fanfics while at the same time a dude on IRC is constantly questioning me about stuff. Damn you person on IRC! So, they shotted Coca-Cola at Munster, and he muddled into a fluff of coke yad. They surfed the waves into a hiding place! I think I'm going to pass the baton now.
Meanwhile, in the tool shed! That is part of the hiding place. They ran into Jade and Yuki. No, I'm kidding. There were tools and chainsaws and a nickel on the floor. Today we shall fight evil duds and kiss dark proclaimed as he smooshed a chainsaw with a hammer to make a hammer saw that hammered peeps to cut them up to Pisces. Let's see you try that on us, blamered Snowflame and Roxo, and they shot a cocaine blast that gave them a contact high and powered up. SN, Dupless has drug problems too. It's a YouTube remix thingy. There's an AN here.
AN! IGON a tip Stuif Yao Coin Pepsins Red Figs Low! By the way, that's not actually what cocaine does. A friend told me that's not what cocaine does, so I thought, in that case, I will type it that way!
The sad thing is the fact that this fight actually has a relevant basis for characters who get their powers from cocaine. The fact that, for those of you that don't know, Snowflame is the character of this duo that I'm familiar with because an acquaintance of mine is a huge fan of him. Basically, he is a character that can shoot fireballs if he snorts cocaine. Hence snow being innuendo for crack, and flame being quite literal. So yes, this is not something made up or misconstrued by the author. These are characters that actually get powers from crack. Dark Gotwa, Hamesqua, and Trowin at direct hit. I Nerksaw spot. And Torko, I'm gonna have you read down to Soy Cheerio.
Ah! Duquesne! Rock so tough. 18. The walk from at lounges. Point. The ribat toy. Betty Kokiro got his gun and clicked it for heroine bullets to counteract, and Roxo dorked to Fuller, but oh no, Falm rehagged him and hiked Soy Cheerio. Huge I'm Brew A BK Jagsophoz. Die, you pies of shit. Die, you pies of shit. Cloaked gun.
And I'll take it from here. locked gun on cocaine patches to cure addiction, but they just ate that shit at Lord Lolling. You underestimate metergad cocaine and salfamelin with a balza ad burned Soichiro's gun, which was epic sicker than Soichiro semicolon-s. Mum burn back and adrk yigami. Just you watch my next technique. Light. SN, the world. It's the Death Note opaning. Saws you sold no dis lol. Light smooshed some cocaine with his Death Note and made a crack note. And scribbled Snowflame and Roxo so fast over and over again until they OD'd cocaine and Death Noted them, but they didn't, so they just reached max power! Colon V. Oh my gosh, what? So what? Now you will see why cocaine is so powerful. And gave Light a contact here, and he fell to it. The floor lolling, except it wasn't flour, it was cocaine, and he OD'd and fell off the Empire State, cause that's where the fight had gotten to. The re-wheel be
Omra fight later, but here's enough for now. But don't worry, the fight will go on.
Okay, among things, the fact that this fight, it feels strangely like something between something that was written on a drug trip and some failed anti-drug campaign someone tried to write for, like, middle schoolers.
Well, wasn't Snowflame originally part of a failed PSA?
Yes. It feels so much like that. It feels so much like that, except it ends up turning around so far that it's like, you know, the crackheads are winning. And, you know, everyone is, and it's just this whole thing is,
What? Yes. Sorry, someone else came in. You were saying?
Just,
I think you just broke her.
I think I may have OD'd on this fanfic.
Well, this was nowhere near as painful as the last time.
And now I need to see that last time. I am anxiously awaiting the part in between these.
Yeah, I really should get off my lazy ass and actually edit that. I mean, the video anyway. I mean, I don't do any sound editing to these things except for, you know, adding the music that you specify. And sometimes music you don't specify, I guess, but...
I still think, you know, we need to have the Attack on Titan theme for, like, an opening title card on this.
I think there should be an Attack on Dark Yagami music video, but there isn't enough animation to make that yet.
Because this fanfiction is a freaking Titan. It can't be killed. It's enormous. And it's devouring our very being and mentally scarring what survives of us.
Damn it, I think I forgot the exact flow for Vogelim Kafig.
It's just... I'm not even trying to do this whole split syllable microphone fail sounding thing. I literally am at a loss for words, attempting to say words and failing horribly. It's just that... this chapter in particular is just so convoluted and strange, and I.
So just randomly looking ahead here, I see that I see that chapter 18 will contain a reference to what might just rival Raspafabio as the worst fanfic I have ever read.
Hey, but, you know, chapter 21 is going to have the awesome lyrics.
Yeah.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
I suggest you watch Metalocalypse if you want to get ready for that, because you didn't know what the Death Clock theme was.
Well, maybe.
All I know is nuclears. Nuclears and inexplicably crack. That is what this has turned into. And it's having a similar effect on me. At least I think. So I think we should call it a recording for now.
Yeah, like, this has gone on for almost an hour already. I'm not even sure I can get all this into one video.
Just mental scars. So, Torgo, just, this is what you've done to us. You are driving us slowly mad. You are making us into empty shells of our former selves, except those empty shells are then filled with nuclear drug waste that has been death noted, so any microorganisms that might have been able to reside in it are dead and decomposing in this waste, except they're not decomposing because you killed all the microscopic organisms that would have aided in decomposition. In fact, there aren't even any gases in this radioactive waste. There aren't even any atoms at all, despite it being nuclear waste and therefore having to be made of some matter, but you've destroyed the matter and then deadened the energy, and it is just utterly nothing, except it's not even that, because it's such a lack of anything that it's incomprehensible to mortal minds, even worse than Cthulhu, times 100, even worse than Cthulhu married to Pinkie Pie times 100, it's just that bad!
I am the best evil dude ever!
You are it's true, you toads are!
They both say that they
Said
died,
no started
except they
sending
did.
no national spot on Lines Fire, and then they died.
So they didn't die because we still have more victories, all part of my evil plan.
Senpai! Dead.